name is Trent, and this is Practice Makes Better Music, a site and channel dedicated to effective practice techniques for guitar players. Specifically, practice workouts and things that you can learn and play to improve your skill and your understanding of the guitar. Today's lesson is a rhythm guitar workout using triad shapes on the first 3 strings. It's in a funk or a pop style with syncopation and melodic movement to create an interesting rhythm part over a mostly diatonic chord progression. The chord pattern and the melodic movement remain the same as the position changes, so we'll be taking this same pattern through 4 different positions. It'll start in E at the open position with the open first inversion E triad, and then it'll move to each inversion and bring the pattern with it into that area using all of the different inversions of the other chords. I'm going to start by going through the progression without all the embellishments just to show you the basic pattern. So it starts at the E, the 1 chord. So it goes 1, 3, 2, which the 3 chord is G sharp minor, the 2 chord is F sharp minor, and then it stays on the 2, and it goes back to the 1. That's the first half. 1, 3, 2, 2, 1. Then 4, 6, 5, 4, minor 4. So it's A, C sharp minor, B, A minor. And each of the positions follows that exact same chord pattern as I mentioned, and then I'll show you now the strumming pattern and the melodic embellishments we're adding to it. The first position is going to be the open first inversion E major triad, so it's the first fret on the 3rd string and then the open 1st and 2nd strings, and this is the top of our open E major full open chord shape. So I'm going to go from E major here to the same position, first inversion of the G sharp minor chord, and that'll be at the 4th fret. And I'm just going to bar it with I'll probably bar it with my 3rd finger, and then I'm going to go down to the F sharp minor, which is barred with my 1st finger at the 2nd fret. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to slide up. I'm going to hit this F sharp minor. I'm going to slide up to the G sharp, slide back down to the F sharp without picking again. Then I'm going to do an up strum on the last one to add the last 16th note. So I'll show you the first little piece. So I went 1, 2, 3, E, and So notice how 2 of the 16th notes are actually just slides. I'm not actually picking them. So I'm going down, 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 up. That's the first measure. There's one more hit at the end of the measure. So, and that comes on the of 4, meaning the last 16th note. So we count 16th notes, 4, E, and So if you're speaking of the last 16th note of the beat, you'd call it the of that beat. In this case, it's the of 4. So I'll play through this measure, including the last beat, and go into the next measure and count it out. So it goes 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, E, and 4, E, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, and 4, E, and So you can see there's a lot of syncopations. Everywhere where you're playing a downbeat, you're doing a down strum. Everywhere you're playing on an upbeat, E or you're playing an up strum. So I'm going to count it from beat 4 of the first measure going into the 2nd measure. So the F sharp is going to hit on the of 4. So 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. So I'm hitting on the of 4 and then resting on the 1. So 4 E and 1 E and notice how I'm up strumming on the E where I'm playing this note on the top of my F sharp minor shape. And then I'm releasing it without picking it again. So I'm pulling off into that. So I'm going 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and here I am strumming the chord down. This is the next inversion up of the F sharp minor chord. So I'm strumming the chord down and then I'm doing an up strum just to play that note on the top. because I want to emphasize that melody note. So I'm going 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. That's the first half. The second half goes to an open A major triad in root position using the open first string. My intonation is a little wacky here, so pardon if the open strings sound a little out of tune. This guitar is brand new and I need to file down the nut slots a little bit to set the intonation properly and get the action right. It's still a little wonky, but so the second half starts on A, like I said, root position, and it's going to hit the same rhythm, almost exactly the same throughout the pattern as the first half did, except the last two notes are going to be quarter notes. I'll get to those in a minute. So this goes 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So it's A to C sharp minor in root position, and then this is a B in root position. And what I'm doing is I'm playing the chord with these three fingers, first finger on the first string, third finger on the second string, second finger on the third string, and then I've got my pinky open to play this note. This note would be either the sixth of this chord, sixth of the B chord, or the third of E, the key that we're in. Either way you can think about it, but what I'm doing is I'm hitting the chord and then playing the sixth and then pulling off back to the 5 on the top of the chord. So, and you'll notice I'm going down, I'm picking up on just a single note, pulling off, and then hitting the whole chord again. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so from the fourth measure, right before it, beat 4 of the third measure, it's going to hit the same rhythm that we did in the first measure going to the second measure, and kind of a similar contour. So I'm going to be on the A here, and I'm going to hit on the of 4, so 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a. So I'm going from the root position to the first inversion shape of A major. You notice I'm playing the 5 at the top of this root position A shape, going to the 6 and back to 5, and then I'm coming up here and playing the first inversion A up to B, which is the second or the 9 of A, or the 5th of E, and then I'm going to go down and play an A minor. So I'm going to lower from my root position shape, I'm going to lower the third down to C. I've got A minor shape, and I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to play the next inversion up, which is the first inversion barred with my first finger at the 5th fret. Actually, it doesn't matter which finger you bar with, but I use that, I think. Actually, yeah, probably either my third or my first finger. So the full first position is this. The second position is just going to move up to the next inversion of E. This is the second inversion with the 5th on the bottom, the root note in the second string, and the 3rd on top. And so now we're just going to take the exact same pattern that we just talked about, the syncopations, the rhythm, everything is the exact same. And we're just going to apply it in this position now. So we're going to go from the second inversion E to the second inversion G sharp minor to the second inversion F sharp minor, and we're going to do the same sliding thing we did at the beginning of the first position. So it's 1, 2, 3, and exactly the same. And then we're going to do the same melodic idea that we did before over here, but we're going to adjust it for up here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E, a, 4 E and a. So it's the exact same rhythm pattern. So I'm going right here, doing my slide and my up strum on the back of that, and then on the of 4, I'm hitting this again with an up strum, E, and then I'm going up from F sharp minor here to F sharp minor here, the third shape. We did this one earlier, this one, and now this one, and then I'm playing, going from the 5 up to the flat 7 of the F sharp, or from C sharp up to E. So I'm going right. So from the beginning, the first half is 1, 2, 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and the 2 E and the 3 E and 4. And at the end here, I'm playing 3 E and on F sharp minor down to E. Second half goes to the closest A major position to this chord. So move our G sharp up to A, our E stays, and this note, the B, goes up to a C sharp. And then we've got our first inversion A chord. And so we're going to use first inversion A to first inversion C sharp minor, and then first inversion B, and do the same type of pattern we did in the beginning of the second half of the first position. I'm strumming down, then up on this note, pulling off, and then up again to get the rhythm. So it's 1, 2, 3 E and here it's going to go back to the A again, going from the A in first inversion to the A in second inversion, then from the A minor in first inversion to the A minor in second inversion. So the second half, 1, 2, 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3, 4. So notice how I go using this melody note and then jumping up here and going from the C sharp up to the E. And then I fall back to my minor in first inversion, barred at the 5th fret, then up to my second inversion A minor chord to finish it out. So the whole second position sounds like this. 1, 2, 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2, 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3, 4. If you're enjoying this lesson, please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can like my Facebook page, and you can visit the site practicemakesbettermusic.com to take a look at a free course that I created. It's a mini course on pentatonics and how you can improve your soloing skills by learning to better connect the pentatonic scales across the neck. So that's available at my site, practicemakesbettermusic.com. Position 3 just goes up to the next inversion of E, does the exact same thing. So I'm going to move through this one and the last one a little bit quicker. So I'm just going to go same exact rhythm, and starting with root position E, goes 1, 2, 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1, 2, 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3, 4. So I'm starting same as I did before. Root position E, 1, root position G sharp minor, F sharp minor, sliding into G minor, G sharp minor, back to F sharp minor, and then F sharp doing the melodic line here with the top note, and then jumping up to the first inversion, F sharp minor, and then moving back down to the root position and then root position E. Second half moving to A in second inversion, my closest version of A to this voicing, then going up to second inversion C sharp minor, then second inversion B major, and doing the same pattern that we've done before on this chord now, and then hitting the 4A, playing this note and then pulling off, and then going up to this, a root position A chord. And I'm doing this with 2 fingers because it gets small up here, and it's more comfortable for me to do that than to try and reach something like that. So I go there, So I'm here, then second inversion A minor to root position A minor. The last position is an octave up from where we started. So this will be first inversion, starting at the 12th fret, and 13th fret here. And it gets a little small up here, so it may not be super comfortable, but I found it useful just to see how the patterns repeat of the guitar, to practice it up here also. So anyway, it's the exact same as we did down here. The fingering is just going to be slightly adjusted for the tiny little frets up here. So it goes 1, 2, 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3, 4. And so we're going again, the 1, the 3, the 2 to the 3 to the 2, and then 2 with the melodic movement on top. Moving up to the next inversion, more melodic movement, and then the 2, 1. Then 4, 6, 5, 4, inverted up, then 4 minor, minor, and then resolve. You could resolve here, or